Hi guys, I'm recording this after I prepared this simple deck of slides on the way strolling around in the late night. So this is a picture I took of Malayan Park on Friday afternoon. As you can see, there's a lack of people, and this is the impact of COVID-19 on Singapore lah. So today I'll be sharing about how to prepare for the downturns, at least how I am gonna prepare for these downturns. So I think it's important to understand the context of everything. Okay, fair bit of people will say like during the recession is the best time to buy value stocks, value counters, blue chips at bargain prices. But it's not about catching the bottom, but about how long you can hold on to these assets when you're out of the job. Let me set a plausible scenario for you to visualize. Imagine you lose your job. Actually you will need to have more cash every month because there will be no active employer's contribution. Your CPF might not be enough, okay? And when your CPF is insufficient, you'll be thinking of different ways to get by, and you will think of actually selling your equities for cash. And when you do so during the recession, your assets are undervalued, and what it means is that you'll be taking a realized loss instead of buying these valuable blue chips and holding on to it. So in short, it's highly possible for a consecutive series of bad things to happen to you at the same time in recession. So let's understand more about like this cycle of recession and bearish, bullish cycles. So in the US since the 1900s, okay, it averages about 15 months, but the Great Depression lasted 43 months, okay. And to put in Singapore's context, okay, the first post-independence recession, okay, was in the mid-80s. It lasted about 12 months. And for the Asian financial crisis, I think I was in school, lasted 8 months. And for the global financial crisis in the early 2000s, it lasted 18 months. 18 months, yes. So you think about it, if you take 50 months, okay, and times 1.5, if you round it up, it's about 22 months. So having 22 months of expenses is a good buffer and it's not seemingly too overly crazy lah. So for myself, I will take a graduated approach. I mean, I will take a conservative and graduated approach during recession. So as earlier mentioned, I'll take I'll assume it's 22 months. I now ensure I have enough savings in terms of 22 months worth of expenses. And then how do I graduate this thing? Is that every quarter, each country actually releases important country figures. And if there is an improvement, I'll actually convert it into investable funds, invest. Otherwise, I'll just keep the savings as it would, ensuring a minimum of 6 months worth of expenses. Just to put to you in context, why do I always emphasize having these emergency funds handy? I have a ex-colleague actually, who quit the company in September. So by the end of September he was out. So October, November, December, January, February, and now it's a month of March. He is still unemployed. So it's very important to have 6 months worth of expenses, if not more. So during this recession, also it's very important to have cash flow because cash flow is king. And personally, I would tighten my belt to save up more so that I actually have more opportunities. Okay, what I mean is that each tranche when I buy in tranches, right, actually, because if I save more money, I'll be able to buy more quality counters each time round. Okay, this also have another effect in the flip side. Yeah, so in the case of me getting hit by the recession, okay, losing the job and so forth, at least with myself saving up some money, being a little bit more cautious with my spending, I would have a little bit more buffer because I spend less each month. So anyways, with this graduated conservative and graduated approach, in the back quarter, okay, it is still possible to invest 3 months worth of savings. And in improving quarter, it will be investing 3 months worth of salary. Okay, the difference is salary and savings. Yeah, just to do a simple one, salary is equals to savings plus expenses. So savings, expenses. So savings plus expenses, 3 months equals to salary. Yes. So with that said, there will be certain counters I'll be looking at. There will be the local counters and the overseas counters. So these are really for capital growth, cap growth. And this will be a mixture of mainly income, okay, and some cap. So for myself, I will be looking at DBS, okay, and Jardine, Cycle and Carriage. This is because of better yield than the REITs, okay, and also potential for capital growth. Okay, while for Jardine Cycle, it's really a Southeast Asian play with super high capital growth potential. And right now, its dividend is also quite attractive. I think, if I'm not wrong, it's like 4.5, 4+%. Okay, and for myself, REIT, okay, the Maple series specifically, because eventually things will go down because the tenants and businesses are affected. Okay, it can't go on forever giving money lah. Okay, so demands actually drop, and with supply remaining relatively inelastic, eventually prices will fall for sure. Okay, and then of course the US and Chinese counters are things I want to be involved in. US because it's the capital markets of the world. Chinese counters because this is an emerging superpower, emerging developing nation. It's an advanced developed nation, in fact, China. Yeah. So, yep, with that, that's all for my sharing tonight. I'll do a lot more of such videos. So thank you.